Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers podcast. Sorry if I think there was quite a few people on the chat there, a few people already watching. I think we had a bit of a technical itch there, so we've had to restart the stream and we've lost all the comments. But welcome back to the Free Hammers podcast. What's this episode 91?
Yeah, 91. Yeah, apologies, guys, for anyone who was in the chat. I hope you join us again. Anything you did put in question-wise, please drop it in. I do apologise. Basically, what it is, we pressed to go live. Something happened. I stopped it, and you can't restart it without sort of making a new stream. So that's what went wrong there. I do apologise. Thank you, all the people that have joined back in again. Simon Pope says, evening, guys. Evening to you, Simon. Okay, let's start off, mate, with Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2. I did a little review by myself straight after the game. Very, very short and sweet. So I knew, obviously, I'd be talking to you on the Monday. But it's your classic line, mate, a classic line of all pundits. You have to respect the away point. And my opinion, mate, a fantastic game of football. It really was a really good game of football. Both teams fantastic. Good credit to Premier League, that game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the whole game. I saw about half hour of the first half. I didn't see any of the second half, so I've only seen the highlights after that. But yeah, it's that from the highlights I've seen and from what I've heard, it looked like we played really well. Sounds like Fornals had his best game in a long time. Or in a long time, his best game for us, I should say. Yarmolenko scoring again. He's a danger. It's funny.
Mate, that left foot is an absolute wand.
The amount of people that were writing him off, he's really come alive. We always said he's going to need time coming back from that really long injury. He's what's that? 3 and 4 now.
Yeah. It's just a fantastic goal. Whenever that geezer it's on a turn and on that left foot, it's going in, mate. It's going in, or at least it's the whip. Gets so much whip on the ball. It's that term wand. Left foot is a wand.
Yeah, I think he's one of them players where all the defenders, they all know what he wants to do, but they can't stop him from doing it.
Oh, that's it. Oh, it's Neil from Down Under again. Nice to see you, mate. Lovely and early. Goal as well. Obviously, I believe it was Felipe Anderson that played a lovely ball in to Haller, and what a touch as well. Actually bring it down. He was slated by a few people saying, I don't really see what he does. He needs to score more goals. And I was thinking, are you really going to dig him out? Like this guy, it's what he does. Yeah, everyone would like to see a striker score a few more goals, but it's what he does around that. Like he creates these opportunities for the other players. Like for me, that touch was unbelievable the way he brought that down.
Yeah, and I mean the goals will come with him as well. But like you say, he's more than that. He's got more than that about him. It's about his whole game. And in Germany, the last couple of years, that's the same player he's been. He's been that player getting the other two sort of forwards involved. That's what he does, and he does it incredibly well. And I still think he's the best striker we've had in a very, very long time because he can score as goal. He can score goals. He can bring players in. He can hold the ball up. He's got it all. In my opinion, he's got it all. He's the striker we've been waiting for, in my opinion. I don't really get how people have been digging him up.
Yeah. And then obviously there was the VAR for their goal. Hope you've seen it, mate. I'm just let you go very quickly. I've just got to very quickly run and close that door whilst you're talking about that.
Yeah, no. It looks like I did see it and I saw the check, and apparently it took a long time, like 4 minutes or something for the
it was a very long check, and we was always going to have one go against us at some point because we'd had too many go for us.
From the sounds of things, it was allowed because he was coming from behind the ball, so he couldn't have been offside anyway. But yeah, it's a shame. It's like you say, it's one of them where without VAR, it would have been ruled out. It wouldn't have counted. But I don't know. I think
it didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt me as well. Obviously, go against West Ham hurts. It's we've all called for VAR. there's a lot of people. It's a very, very 50-50 argument in terms of people for it and against it. But I see it as, you know, was the right decision, and it, you know, going to go for you. They're going to go against you. It was the right decision. Whatever happens, that was the right decision.
Yeah, I agree. And then, you know, we had it in our favour as well with their what would have been their third goal. Obviously, was ruled out for offside.
Rightly so
through VAR. Sorry,
rightly so, disallowed as well. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Obviously, right at the end of the half, Anderson very unlucky with his scissor kick. Again, it would have been deserved. I think just about on the first half. I think we slightly edged the first half. But yeah, very unlucky there. Second half started, and your banker of the day, Callum Wilson, just sort of danced through, didn't he? Like really poor goal from our perspective. Goal.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, defense just sort of opened up for him, slid it into the bottom corner. Yeah, it wasn't great, and we obviously see a couple of the comments already about Roberto. I think Roberto maybe could have done better from that one. I will say as well. Obviously, Fabianski.
We'll discuss him a bit more, but yeah, you can say he got injured, but we'll discuss it a bit more.
When he went off, and Roberto came on, the first couple of kicks he took.
I think you could see the confidence drain from the defense as well. Like it was like, yeah, like this guy's a bit wobbly at the minute. Yeah, a bit harsh to boo him. A bit harsh for some of the fans.
Harsh,
because I did see that on West Ham Fan TV saying that there were some fans booing him. Come on, you know what I mean?
That's shocking.
He plays for West Ham. At the end of the day, if you're going to boo the goalkeeper, probably one of the most important positions, right? Nah.
Yeah, I agree 100%, mate. And he did make a good save as well. He did make a good save towards the end, I think it was. So, you know, he's not a terrible keeper. Yeah, we'll talk about it a bit more later on, but I don't know. I think he'll be all right.
They obviously had, like you say, the VAR goal. Yeah, and I totally agree with your comment there, Brendan. It makes a lot of sense. Also, but one thing Roberto did do, whether you call it a good save or good positioning, obviously Harry Wilson played. It was Callum Wilson in again, didn't he? He saved it with like his back leg because Callum Wilson went to nutmeg him.
Yeah,
it was a good save. It was a good save.
It was straight at him, but he was in the right place and he reacted well.
Closed down well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then obviously they had their goal disallowed, and like I say, rightly so in my opinion. Can't remember who it was. It was just, I think it was King, who was standing right in front of Roberto at the time.
Yeah, I mean there was like, I think there was like a line of three of them that were all offside, so you could argue they were all interfering with play anyway. And I think the ball actually did come off of one of the strikers as it went in. So yeah, definitely offside. Definitely the right call. Yeah.
Before our goal, a penalty for them? Yes or no? No, I don't think so.
It's 50-50. You know, they both had it hold of each other. I will say he's lucky. Cresswell's lucky because you've seen him given.
They are given, yeah.
That easily could have been given. And to be honest, if it was given, I don't think we would have had much to complain about. But in my opinion, no, I don't think it was a penalty. I think they both had hold of each other's shirts. But yeah, I think he was a bit lucky there, Cresswell.
Obviously, our goal, the same two goal scorers that scored against Manchester United. Lovely goal again. Really was a lovely goal. And Yarmolenko had played that ball a couple of times to Anderson where Anderson had flicked it over, tried to flick it over, and this time it did come off straight into Cresswell's path, and a really good finish. Really good finish.
You know what, though? Did you see? I don't know if you saw on Instagram, West Ham posted up the video of the goal, and the first comment I saw was Declan Rice saying, lucky goal, it was going wide. So
oh dear. I think Yarmolenko had a really good chance as well. Sort of flash one wide. He just didn't get enough curl on it.
Caught it on the left, yeah.
Just a little bit, didn't get enough on it. Great point. it really is a great point. You know, we went up to third at one point, and obviously Leicester. We'll talk more about the other Premier League games a bit later. Obviously, Leicester's win against Newcastle yesterday obviously just knocked us down a place. But listen, after 7 games, if you said to me, West Ham are sitting in the top 4, you know, yeah, fantastic.
That's unbelievable.
What more can
It's
you
unbelievable.
want? Do you know what I mean?
It's incredible. I mean, just to say that, you know, that we're in the top 4.
And we lost to City.
Yeah, that's it as well. You know, we've only lost 1 game. We've only lost to Man City this season. As a West Ham fan, when can you ever say anything like that?
I just like what we were sort of touching on last week in terms of mentality and stuff. Declan Rice hits the nail on the head. Villa game, the Brighton game to a certain extent, Bournemouth, the games we lose last year, the games we lose for the last 5 years, let alone just last year. Do you know what I mean? It seems, you know, there is a fight there. You know, they want to make sure we don't lose, which is brilliant attitude. I'll give credit to the Greeny and the players there.
And there's definitely been progress, you know. There's 100% been progress, and you can see it. That's especially the fact that we are unbeaten since the first day is incredible. And the fact that by the end of tomorrow, the lowest we can be is 5th. So yeah, I mean, we're in a fantastic position. Yeah, good point there, Neil, as well.
Yeah, very good point, Neil. Very quickly from you, mate. Very quickly, touch on one negative so far this season. Obviously, we filmed the day before Oxford last week. Really, didn't we? Really embarrassing, disappointing performance. I don't know whether you see the highlights as well. It was just
I did. Yeah, I did. I did see the highlights, and you know, I said at the time, I said in our chat, I said at the time, to lose 1-0. Well, you know, it happens. To lose 2-0 kind of goes under the radar a bit. Like, well, you know, a couple of big teams got knocked out, but to lose 4-0, that is embarrassing. And I think it's clear that the club at the moment don't care about the cups. They don't care about the cups. You know, again, like I say, I only saw the highlights, but watching the highlights for the 4th goal,
Masuaku slipped over.
No, that was the 3rd goal.
Or 3rd goal, was it? Yeah.
3rd goal, Masuaku slipped. I think it was the 3rd goal where Masuaku slipped. You know, fair enough, that happens. It's a defensive mistake. But the last goal, the whole defence and the goalkeeper, the keeper just stood there. Roberto didn't even dive. They'd blatantly given up. And I think it was obvious that they didn't care about that competition. They really didn't. And if you make 9 changes to a team, regardless of, you can say, oh, our reserve should be better than theirs. If you make 9 changes to a team, you're not going to perform well, especially when, like I say, I definitely don't think that the club had any importance on that competition.
Yeah. Just last thing on this. You think we've sort of blown an opportunity there? Would you have liked to have seen us go for it?
I don't think we've blown an opportunity, mate. As much as I would love to see us go on a cup run, and I'd love to see us give it a real go, this sounds really cynical, and I know a lot of fans will be like, no, that's ridiculous, you can't say that. But at the end of the day, we'd only get knocked out by City or Liverpool. So I think we've got as much chance, genuinely, I think we've got as much chance of finishing in the top 4 as we have winning a cup. Because the cups are always won by the top couple of teams anyway. Yeah, I would love to see us go on a cup run, but do you know, and I saw someone else say this as well during the week, and I kind of agree with it. And I know this is a controversial opinion, and a lot of fans will disagree with me, but I would rather see us solidify ourselves in the top half of the Premier League. I'd rather see us solidify ourselves as a challenger for European spots. Once we've done that and we've got a bit more proper depth to the squad, then give the cups a go. The cups ain't going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? That's my opinion. I would like to see us solidify ourselves in the top half of the table, pushing for them European spots, move ourselves up a level as a club. You're not going to do that by winning the League Cup. You're not going to move up a level as a club by winning the League Cup. You know, you are by qualifying for the Champions League.
Listen, we all would love to see us win a cup, but I'm looking at some of the teams that may have won that League Cup or even the FA Cup, like a Portsmouth, a Wigan. They've won it. It's in the history books, but where are those clubs now? Where are those clubs now? Like you say, more important to solidify yourself as a top 8 club, really. If you can push for that top 6, fantastic. But yeah, I think I agree with you there, mate. Actually, I think I do. Yeah. Well, here it comes. Negative. This really hurts. This really, really hurts. You know how good goalkeeper this man's been. Hammer of the year. Just before we do continue, if you do have any opinions on what we're talking about or any questions as we go along, I can see loads of people are just talking away in the chat. Drop an opinion in and I'll put it on, and it might spark me and Paul into a different sort of angle on the conversation. It's really easy to do. It's good. So Lucas Fabianski, I was nervous as soon as he went down, to be honest. He's not the sort of guy that would go down and stay down. And what really got me is that he went off with 2 people carrying him. Didn't actually show it on Match of the Day, I don't think.
No, they didn't.
Just gutted. Absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted.
Yeah, massive loss. Obviously, goes without saying, he's a huge loss. He's been fantastic, and he hopefully, like I say, sounded like yesterday. It sounded like it weren't too bad, but then obviously, I think he had his scans today, and it's come out in the news this morning that it could be 3-4 months. Really bad news.
It's just that luck, isn't it? You know, if there's, I think you could probably pick 3, maybe 4 players. You go, don't want them injured. It had to be one of them, didn't it? Like, we get Lanzini back Saturday. He did fantastic when he came on. Looks like Antonio's back up and running. Then Fabianski, just heartbreak, absolute heartbreak. Because you can see he breeds confidence in the defence as well.
Yeah, he does. And how much would we love to still have Adrian now?
Oh my God, yeah. Ian Smith says, do you think Fabianski was carrying injury since the beginning of the season?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that.
Nothing that suggests that. I don't know. Let me know what you've seen, Ian. What make you think that? So Roberto, Trott, Martin.
I mean, Martin will never play for West Ham. I don't think. Roberto, he has had flashes. I don't know. I'm willing to give him a go, and obviously, I say I'm willing to give him a go. Obviously, every good comment there, Mitchell.
Comment. I just had to put it up. It was a great comment.
Obviously, everyone needs to get behind him now. You know, if he's going to be our goalkeeper for the next few months, we have to get behind him, and we have to try and give him that confidence. I did see a comment earlier on, someone asking about should we sign a goalkeeper in January if he's going to be out past that. I don't know who we would sign. Do you know, I was actually looking at I looked at the free agents list this morning just to have a look and see if there was any names on it, because obviously we can still bring in free transfers, I believe. The only name that I saw really was a guy called Enyama. Do you remember him? Nigerian goalkeeper. But he's like 37 years old now, so
Can't get
yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah, no, there's not much out there. There's not much out there, so I don't know who we'd even bring in.
Jamie, yeah, Nathan Trott isn't actually at the club either, is he?
No, he's out on loan. Yeah. I've heard really good things about Nathan Trott.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
So it's I get sending him out on loan, giving him game time. We're not going to recall him. Like, at the end of the day, we signed Roberto to be a second choice goalkeeper. So he's going to play, you know. Otherwise, what did we sign him for?
How big is this injury, though, in terms of, you know, what we're trying to build?
We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Huge injury. I think it's a huge injury. Really do. Him, Haller, Rice. I think are the 3 players, you know, we really didn't need any injuries for.
I agree that it's a huge injury, but we don't know how much of an impact it's going to have. You know, Roberto might turn out to be brilliant. You know, it might not. Fabianski might not be out that long. Look at, I guarantee. See, if you were a Liverpool fan and Alisson's out, and you're told, right, Adrian's coming in to be our first choice goalkeeper now, Liverpool fans would have been bricking it. But he's done really well.
Oh, yeah, mate. Got a Liverpool fan in work. And he said he's been putting in worldies. You know what I mean?
So who's to say that Roberto won't step up as well, you know?
There we go. We just said that Adrian looks like a world beater. But then it does help if you've got Virgil van Dijk in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a world-class team in front of you, it's gonna help, obviously.
Yeah, considering you're not facing that many shots. But then they do argue, you know, these good goalkeepers like De Gea a few years ago, Schmeichels, good goalkeepers are the ones that only get 2 or 3 shots against them a game. They don't concede. So, a Liverpool fan, there we go. Nice, thanks for joining the chat.
That's family show.
Okay, so the next game is Crystal Palace. I'm going to do my Jeff Sterling bit again now. So, Crystal Palace are currently sitting 9th, actually joint 4th, on 11 points, 3 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Their top goal scorer is the brother of former West Ham player Andre Ayew, Jordan Ayew with 2. Last time out, they beat Norwich 0. Some of their big transfers they brought in over the summer was Gary Cahill and sort of name from the past, Camarasa, if that's how it's pronounced. Benjamin for them, I think it goes without saying, really, doesn't it? A man that doesn't really even want to be there and was definitely looking for a way out during the summer. You know, this is a game we should be winning.
Yeah. It's another it's another one of them though. It's another chance for us to sort of solidify ourselves in this position in the table, and we know how that goes normally.
We're having a decent season though. Like I say, they're currently like joint 4th or joint 5th, whatever it is, because there's so many teams on 11 points. So very, very quickly, one loss you can go whoop, all the way down. One win, and you're starting to build gaps, which this is what we've got to capitalise on.
Yeah, 100%. It's the tightest I can remember, apart from obviously, well, I was going to say the top 2, but City has slipped up a couple of times already. Apart from Liverpool sort of running away at the minute. It's the tightest league in years. And you sort of, honestly, it feels like anyone could finish anywhere this year.
Yeah, quite a big game tonight. Obviously, that will play a part in where we are as well.
Right. So looking at that, obviously, if Arsenal win, they go above us, but it keeps Man United down.
I know. Part of me is like,
but if Man United win, then it keeps us 4th. So
I really want Man United to lose. I really want them to totally capitulate, like completely.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think that would be. I think that'd be a better result for us, even though it would knock us down to 5th. I think it'd be, it'd knock their confidence even more, and to keep them down in those sort of lower positions will be better in the long run across the season.
If they were to lose, whether Ollie keeps his job as well, because Poch definitely wants out.
I don't see how they can sack him.
I think it's the Poch thing, because Poch definitely wants out. He definitely wants out, and he's waiting for that job. Okay, carrying on with this. So last season at Selhurst Park, it was 1-1, a Mark Noble goal for us. London Stadium, a fantastic win for us, 3-2. I'll tell you something though, a man who has fantastic record in not just London derbies, but against Crystal Palace as well, is your favourite player, mate, Manuel Lanzini. He's got a fantastic record in London derbies, and specifically against Crystal Palace. He looked good when he come on. Again, straight away, everything running through him. Again, I think you touched on it earlier. Pablo Fornals as well, one of his best games in a West Ham shirt the weekend. Slowly starting to all click. But Lanzini is the man. When he's on, everything runs through this guy. And, he'd probably be my favourite to score if I was putting money on a West Ham player to score.
Yeah, good shout. Fantastic to have him back. Brilliant to see that he's back and sort of on it straight away. As we all know, my favourite West Ham player. I think he's incredible, fantastic player. And like you say, he everything goes through him, and he sort of frees up Anderson as well. I think he's the only one who
carries the ball as well. Obviously, we've got players capable of doing it, like Anderson and stuff. But he gets that ball and he's forward. He don't care. He's going for it. Yarmolenko's obviously getting better and better, and long may it continue. Hopefully, he don't get injured because he is world-class player when he's fit. Do you know what I mean? When that man's fit, some of the tricks he was doing Saturday were unbelievable. Really, really were. A game also really famous for, great goals. Carroll overhead kick, Dimitri Payet's unbelievable free kick where he span it into the top corner. That was also against Palace.
It's probably that's the one he put on the keeper's side, wasn't it? That's probably the best free kick I've ever seen.
One of the best free kicks probably in Premier League, let alone just West Ham. Unbelievable goal that was. Yeah, a game for goals as well. Dreaded part of the day. This might be no, I can't predict West Ham to win because I'll jinx them. Let's know your predictions in the chat as well, guys. I'm going to say he's at home as well, when it 5:30 kickoff at home. I'm going to say 2-1 West Ham.
I'm going to say I'm being optimistic here. Although I'm pretty sure I got the last two predictions right. I'm going to say 3-1 West Ham.
Yeah, 3-1. I think a little bit too much. And Neil from down under there. I can't believe I'll be supporting Manchester United tonight. So we have to go with David Gold, I think, and support Man U. I understand Fabian's getting a mobility. Yeah, true. Okay. Neil also agrees 2-1. And if any of you guys want to drop in the chat your predictions, let us know. Okay, here's a topic, mate, that's floating around Twitter. I don't know whether you've seen it. I thought we'd have a little chat about it. Ginger Pele, does he deserve a testimonial? He came out himself saying that his only disappointment was the fact that he didn't get to say bye to the fans properly and didn't get to go and even say bye to like the tea lady and things like that. That was his actual words.
Two things.
I would give him one.
Two things,
I'd give him a testimonial.
First of all, does he deserve one? 100%. 100%.
100%.
Brilliant player for us. 2 spells at the club. Gave 100%. Completely got the club. Oh, there's a 3. I'll see the 3-1 there. Go on, Jamie. I agree with you, mate. Yeah, 100%. He deserves a testimonial. The only thing I will say though about his comment, and I have seen other people saying this as well, about his comment saying, he didn't get a chance to say goodbye to the staff and to the tea lady. What was stopping him just going down to the training ground and just popping in? And do you know what I mean? What was stopping him? So I don't really buy into all that rubbish, to be honest. But yeah, as a player, 100%. Yeah,
and servant, a fantastic, fantastic servant. Hard as nails. So reliable all the time for us, both spells at the club. Obviously, he did have a couple of injury problems, the original time when it was him and Danny Gabardon. Great defence, him and Danny Gabardon together. For me, I would love to see him. I hope he gets a testimony. I really do hope he gets one. So, universally from me and you probably, yes, no?
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look. I just wanted to see how many games he actually played for us. 188. 188 appearances, across two spells.
Totally deserves it. Let us know what you think, guys, in the chat, whether you think Ginger Pele deserves a testimonial. Ian Smith saying, this season is definitely the year we can break into the top 6. Yeah, discuss that for a little bit. So, do you think this is our best chance in ages, mate? I do. It reminds 100%. Me of when Leicester won the league and the last year
100%. I'll tell you, not even just a chance to break in the top 6. I genuinely think, and this ain't even just West Ham. This is a chance for the likes of your Leicesters, your Evertons as well, to get into that top 4. 100%.
Leicester look very good. Leicester look very strong. 100%.
This is the season to do it. It's kind of winding me up a little bit where every time I see Leicester mentioned now, it's, Leicester, trying to break up that top 6, trying to break up the top 4. No one seems to be talking about West Ham like that.
That's what I said last week, though.
Yeah, no, you're right. I know, yeah.
That's what I said last week, that West Ham are not discussed. And then is that, and you guys join in the chat, are you happy that we're not discussed and we're going under the radar, or do you think we're deliberately ignored? Do you think we're deliberately ignored by the pundits?
I think we're deliberately ignored. As much as it's nice to go under the radar and not have that extra pressure, like we were saying last week, I do feel like we are deliberately ignored. I don't. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know.
I don't think we're liked as a club. Really don't.
Not anymore. We used to be. And then because of the old Tevez thing and all the rest of it, and the stadium, yeah, I don't think we're liked as a club anymore.
No. As this is the last show of September, very, very quickly, just going to get our fixtures up for the next month. Obviously, there's the international break coming up as well. We'll just very, very quickly bear with me. So, obviously, yeah, Palace is our next game. And then international break after this game. And then we play our ultimate boogie club, to be honest with you. Everton. What's your predictions for that one? Just very quickly. Don't even have to say a score. My nephew's in the chat here.
away from home. Away from home, it's a very tough. I'll be again, the old cliche. Happy with an away point there. No, definitely.
They're a tough team as well. Got a terrible record against. I know we won up there last year. Tough game.
It's a good run there, though. If you look at it, like
Palace, Sheffield United, Newcastle,
Burnley, and then the big one, Tottenham.
Obviously, Sheffield United's a tasty one. Because of the history, and then, like you say, Newcastle. Unless my banker bet comes true, and Andy Carroll, it's his first goal against West Ham, which I'm sure will happen. Should be doing them. Like you say, only after that. Then, like you say, then it goes to your Tottenhams, your Chelseas. Yeah, so there's a favourable run of fixtures after that Everton game, which should be pushing. Really. Yeah. Any other business, mate? Very quickly, West Ham related.
Not that I can think of. I don't think I've seen much else in the news this week, to be honest.
Well, Premier League related. What same sort of views, really, isn't it? With the shout me out, just so anyone there, the guy at One Way Doc Brandon is my nephew, so there you go. There's my shout out to him. So Premier League in general, obviously Liverpool, just like you say, mate, absolutely flying with their form, aren't they? Man City got very lucky. Liverpool, though, to be fair, very lucky.
Yeah, they did. I think I hate to say it, but I think I have to agree with Liverpool fans. I think this is their year.
Yeah.
I think this is their year.
Our year. I think it is your year. Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong. But
obviously, Tottenham put their duck and got a win on the board. Leicester, fantastic against Newcastle. Trying to think what other results there were. Chelsea got their first win at Stamford Bridge under Frank. Yeah, too bad. Right, so any questions, guys? Drop them in. We're not going to go for too much longer. So if you've got any questions, drop them in now. There was one on Twitter. Very, very quickly. Let's just see what that was. What the hell are we going to do without Fabianski? What the hell are we going to do without Fabianski?
Yeah, well, like I say, we've already spoke about it a bit, and it's one of them. It's a wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to hope that Roberto can step up and fill that gap, and hopefully, because we have got quite a nice run of fixtures, hopefully it won't be too bad. Hopefully it won't be too bad.
Question on the screen there for you. With Hernandez sold, do you think we need another striker in January? Maybe if there's a bargain out there.
I don't think we'll sign one. I mean, we've got Ajeti, who we haven't really seen yet. Hopefully Antonio will be back in January. Yarmolenko can play up front. So I don't think we will buy one. I don't think we really need another striker. If you think about the quality of striker that we'd be able to buy in January, I don't really see the point, to be honest. You know, it's not like we're going to come in and spend another 45 million quid on someone. So
Smith says, "What is Ginger Pella doing these days?" Go on his Instagram and have a little check. Seems
He's a
like he's launching his own football academy. by the looks of it.
he's a free agent at the minute. He's not retired yet.
Is he not?
No, apparently not. So
That's very surprising that no one's picked him up.
Mm.
You know, like someone like pitch at West Brom, someone like that. He did a great job, wasn't he? Okay, last thing from us.
Didn't he? Sorry,
Sorry, mate, go on.
didn't he sign for somebody and then he got injured, so he cancelled his contract?
Oh yes, you're right. Right, it might be in Ipswich.
Hmm.
I think maybe Ipswich. Okay, last thing from us, guys. This is more for the younger people. FIFA 20, mate. First impressions. Last little we're going to talk about. So FIFA 20 did come out officially properly on Friday. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's good. It's still frustrating, but it's nowhere near as frustrating as last year. FIFA 19 was a terrible game.
It plays a bit nicer this year, actually. It plays a bit nicer at the minute.
Yeah, I've scored some nice goals. I've got the one to watch, Allah, with his 99 penalties is pretty insane. He's been bagging them in for me, you know. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. It's still though. There's nothing in the world that gets me angry like FIFA.
Oh my god,
nothing. There's nothing.
It's that thing, that famous thing that we used to say back in the day, that unrequited love. Nothing can hurt me as much, but I keep going back for more. I really do. I'll tell you just very quickly, I really do like that mode. Have you tried all the stuff with a mystery ball?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Mate, if that was going on when we were kids playing that game, the rows we would have had over that. Oh my god. I'm hoping for Lee to come back. I'll just give you some news on Lee. Lee won 18 grand on the lottery the day of the Oxford game. Jammy. Do you know what I mean? So won't be seeing him for a while. Yeah, I don't know whether Paul's about on Saturday after the game. If not, we'll do another one of these, which will be episode 92. Guys, thank you so much for joining in today. Is that, mate?
Yeah, I should be about. Yeah, I should be about.
Oh, here we go from Brandon. How many times have you guys smashed your controller? There's 2 out there that are broke.
Yeah, a lot. It's not even the controllers. I completely destroy it. So this was a couple of years ago, not long after I moved into my new house, and I conceded a goal or something, and I put my foot through the coffee table in the living room, and I had to go. I had to go out and buy a new one exactly the same, so that my wife wouldn't.
Was it an instant like? Not angry anymore.
Yeah, it was like, I shouldn't have done that. Do you know, actually, I've done worse than that. I've done worse than that. I threw my controller and it hit, literally, you couldn't write it. I threw my controller, it hit my phone and broke the screen, and I had to pay 200 quid for a replacement screen. So, yeah.
Oh, great game. Right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Really, really good chat conversation, and I love it. You know, more people are viewing, more people are getting involved with the chat. It's brilliant, guys. Any of you got mates that are West Ham fans, you know they would like our content, obviously, to subscribe. Big thank you. I've got this opportunity to Hammers Chat for inviting me on last Friday. Real pleasure to join their guys. They're great guys, and obviously we gained a few subscribers from them as well. Yeah. Till weekend, me and Paul meet up again. On your irons, keep believing. Top 4 is coming. Let's go.
Cheers.